Yo, yo, yo.
We're cracking.
What's up, everybody?
Back and cracking.
Back and cracking.
Back and cracking.
First off, man, my boy, how you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling blessed, can't complain.
Okay.
How about yourself, bro?
I'm good, man. Shout out, you know what I mean, to everybody that done hit us up, asking us like where the podcast has been at. We swear we've had all the intentions in the world, bro, to like get back. We just try to make it work how you can, bro. But shout out to y'all who've been like, yeah, man, y'all gonna get the podcast rolling. So this is like our first like official epi, right?
A little feeler.
A little filler out there, man. We ain't got, the typical segments. We just come in to chop it up, BS with y'all. But I did want to bring up something real quick, though.
Uh-huh.
Like in the world of like sports and stuff. All right. So me and you know how Ron get. You know my boy Ron. For the fans out there, Ron is my brother, man. Shout out to ISO Radio, man. He out there, comedian ISO. Follow me on the gram. My boy Josh, 3D Law, my cousins. We've been like in this group chat for a minute now, bruh. Like this been stemming back to like last year, or no, 2 years ago. When was the last Olympics? Was that 2020?
2020.
Oh, it was 2020. Okay, so it was stemming back since the last Olympics done.
The COVIDs.
Right, the vids. And we've been like in this chat talking about like, what is like the potential of Sha'Carri Richardson, bro? Like, and you a track guy, we track guys out here. Yeah. The whole premise of the argument that we've been having is like she essentially didn't get to compete. She had the whole incident with getting caught smoking weed, which is BS, but that's neither here nor there. And so they was like, well, she was supposed to be the next big thing for the USA women's, and I'm like, I think she personally is. Like her PRs and her personal best rival some of the best of them, and she only 22 now.
Yeah, 22,
right?
23.
Right. So she legit, but it's like with my brother and them, they like, nah, man, she got a minute to go. Like, you got Shericka Jackson and them girls over in Jamaica
Thomas,
that's still right.
Thomas.
Well, I'm talking about not in the US, yeah. And they're like, well, nah, she still got to rival them, and I'm like, bruh, track is different. Like track is different. Like it's not like football where you gotta, or any other sport where you gotta like strategize your game to beat the opponent. Like it's either you legit or you not legit. Her times rival with some of the Jamaicans. Now obviously like the Shelly Ann Frazier's of the world.
She Thompson.
Right. They in their own lane for now, but they done put some time in the game.
Yeah.
But I bring it up because recently they had the Diamond League. Right? They had actually it was today. This episode's for you, Ryan, and my cousins, Joe, all y'all boys out there. She won. She beat Shericka Jackson in her heat or in her field or whatever, and she had said something. I think it was like prelims or whatever leading up to Diamonds. Or actually no, it was what was it, Nationals, the
World Champion?
World Champions.
US
and she won the 100, and she had told the interviewer, she was like, I'm not back, I'm better, right? She always being, she
gotta put her 9.
Right.
She gotta put her 2 little cents out.
But I bring it up to say, cause to me, she is good for the sport, Beasley. Like she good for the sport.
I see what you said.
You know what I mean? Like she a homegirl, right?
Yeah.
She got her own like persona. She got her own brand now, and like track don't typically get them kind of cats.
It don't.
Right?
The
so
personalities and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, rather than people like she good because she's like polarizing, but I'm like everybody's trying to like wish on her downfall. And the locker room talk is outside of that, like there's some other questions in the locker room about her, bro. But like the biggest thing is like, what like. Do you think she is as good as she thinks she is, or the way she talk about herself?
I think she definitely got the potential. That's easy, yeah, for sure. She definitely got the potential to be there. We've seen it, like it's there. It's there, like it's there. We've seen her potential in college, her last few years there. Like you said, you've seen her Diamond League when she come back. But I mean, also too, you also understand why some people is gonna be a little bit ill-mouthed towards her because one is track and field. They don't look at it like that and everything. And we can probably blame that on how they promote the sport. Personally, like I said, the sport need it. The sport need
facts,
personalities and things like that because that's how you get, that's how you get that wave to people to follow. Like, oh, okay, like, hey, I want to see I want to see her talk a little track or see her wear that different wig or those different how her nails gonna be or whatever, how you such. But you understand why people gonna have some little pushback towards her and those things, and then on top of that, some other people gonna be on her downfall because clearly when she got away from her suspension and everything like that, she came back and she posted some terrible numbers, like some very bad numbers, but we don't know how her mental health. Like I said, people don't try to look into all that though. People don't know how she was mentally in those things, and ain't nobody trying to hear all that though. Sadly, it's always what can you do for me now. Yeah, that's just the society we're in. Right. What can you? What have you done right now? And yeah, she's won Diamond League and stuff like that. But the way she was talking and everything like that when she came back from her weed incident, guess how folks gonna hold her? They gonna hold her over her head because guess what? That's just how it is. People always try to find the negative, like the people that talk a little bit boastful. So when you get put to this pedestal, folks start trying to be like, oh, okay, why? But why?
Shit, you like that.
Why? It'd be different. She was a Sydney McLaughlin or Gabby Thomas who. Still are faces and things like that, but they're a little bit more reserved and everything like that. People be like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe she is next up. I'm just saying. That's part of the reserve way to do it. Now, do I think she will be next up? I do, but honestly, in my opinion, if you mean from the sprinter side, yeah, I can see that. But if you talking about who going to be the face of it, I don't see her being.
Bro, she the face of the league now.
It's hard for me to see.
Bro, when you think bro, I'm not going because when you think about track and field right now, like, and I get, like I said, I know you in track, and I know obviously that's your field, but like to just like the general viewer right now, like it's not like back in the day when you had like your Usain Bolts, right, and you had. Allison Felix's of the world, Carmelita Jenner. I remember she was on top of the. Like, it's not like that anymore. Like, track actually, unfortunately, kind of gets the back burner until she came along. Right, she was polarizing. So it's like immediately once you think track and field, like I know I tuned in to watch her. I say that personally, like, and I watch track. Like, I personally tuned in to watch her run because I want to see if she could put up or shut up. And now I've always been in her camp saying like. I know she gonna put up. Like you don't run fast by happenstance. Like you know that, bruh. You don't run fast by happenstance. Like that takes one talent, and then she real skillful. Now I will say, for those that watch us and y'all like, man, I also want to hear some of the deep insight. Like I will say this much, and you probably agree with this. Her block work needs some help. Like,
like anybody her size though.
Like, but her top end speed is elite. Yeah. Like the minute she hits 50 yard, the 50 yard marker or 50 meter marker, she is the best there is. And that's not even like debatable, bro.
Nah, that's fact.
Her top end speed is outrageous, bro.
That's fact.
So like. That's why I know, like, the minute she puts it all together, she will be the best in the world. I think that personally. The minute she puts it all together, she'll be the best in the world. But until then, people gonna scrutinize her. And like I said, her block work does need some help. And so if she don't get a good start, she will get smoked. She will get smoked. Because there are some vets out there that, they get out much faster than she do. But overall, I feel like if you trying to criticize her, for the fact that like she talking her talk, I just don't. I mean, like I said, you can be a fan, and every fan is entitled to their own opinion. But like, what do you want from your athlete, bro? Like we had an episode about this before, bro. We had an episode. Like, what do you want from your athlete? No athlete that made it to where they've been at, thinking that they are less than what they should think that they are. None of them. None of them. Like, you literally are competing because you think that you can run with the best.
Some are gonna do this and that.
Right. So I'm like, she is no different than
Chad Johnson.
I mean, any athlete that you done seen that talk, they talk,
Steroids.
right, and they legit,
Yeah.
right. So I'm like, I don't get it. Like people always want to. Now I would have my own say, like, you know, I'm sure this got a lot to do with it, but I'm just like, I mean, if it was Abby Steiner who was out there talking like this,
man, at the end of the day, yeah,
then people want to. I mean, we had a situation where it was a girl in Iowa, Caitlin Clark,
Angel Reese and all them, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, listen, people, y'all can watch this and be like, oh, why you got to bring? But it's facts though, bro.
Some stuff it is.
It's facts, bro.
Some stuff it
like
is
the minute you know, y'all put race into it, I think there's a reason. I think there is a reason why it's being brought up. Because like I said, if anybody else was talking like this right now, and plus on top of that, she like real vibrant. You know, she wear the wigs. You know what I mean? She got the long fingernails. Like if you want to talk about why she the face, is because she polarizing. But she the face because people pay attention to her, and if you don't resonate with her image, then you against it. Mm-hmm. And that's what it really come down to. Like
that.
That's what I'm saying. But nonetheless, she out there getting her bag, right? She doing her thing. Congratulations. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm supporting you.
She bouncing back in the right way.
You know what we got to do one of these days? Me and Jazz talked about this, bro. We got to go to we got to go to a Worlds or we got to go to an Olympics, bro. The gang got to go. The gang got to go.
It's up there, bro. That's another issue for another.
But we got to plan that one out, bro.
Yeah, for a while.
We got to plan that one out. But we do got to go, bro.
I would say go to the one over in Oregon, but even then, price point is terrible too.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's
right. We'll figure it out. But we do got to go, bro. That's on the bucket list.
I would definitely be down there in the world
because I know Jazz has already talked about it.
That'd be fine.
So we do got to go as the gang. But yeah, so I had to bring that up. We had to start that one off because she just recently ran. It was like earlier this morning.
She doing her thing.
She is doing her thing. She is doing her thing.
Out.
If you see this, you know what I mean. You feel me? We on your side, girl.
Maybe one day.
You know what I mean? Like we love to get you into the locker room. All right.
It's been nothing but support.
It's nothing but support.
It's been loud. It's been loud.
But the other piece of this, like you know. You getting money, right? You been getting money these days?
Been getting a little paper. The change has changed a little bit. The change has changed.
All right, I'd agree.
The change has changed a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like one. How's work going? First of all,
making some changes in the field a little bit, but you know, I'm just making a little small career switch, just a little bit. But you know, it's
good for you.
It's neat. It's
good
needed,
for you.
It's needed, and I've been telling people, you know, a lot of people ask me like, why this or that. Like, damn, your job seems so simple and cool because you don't gotta be dressed up and dressed to the nines or nothing like that. I'm like, nah, you gotta low key start looking inward to yourself a little bit, start realizing it's bigger than you for what you're trying to change for a lot of things. Instead of just trying to, you know, get your own paper, get your goal, like all that stuff gonna come, but if you gotta make change for your purpose. And you know, I had a little bit of soul searching these last few months to realize what my purpose is and you know who I got to serve to and try to help change some things in the athletic realm. So
message.
I'm gonna try to message. You know, so you know, basically what it is I'm gonna try to go from a strength coach into the athletic director role. So I'm gonna go into that side.
Well,
more the administrative side area.
My boy.
Hey, you know, you know, I guess I gotta get a suit and tie on now a little bit.
You know, I can always lend you a quick little tie. You feel me?
I know.
They don't always gotta dress up though.
They don't.
As I say, they ain't always got. I done seen a couple ladies out there that don't dress up. You gotta step your game up. By the way,
presentation matters. It matters.
I was like, it does matter. It does matter.
So I'm making that realm into the administrative side of things in athletics. So
okay,
it's a lot of things that I've noticed from being at the collegiate level where I was like, okay, I gotta make my move here if I'm really trying to help fix some things and change some things. You know, as my mentors just told me, I have a seat at the table.
You have a seat at the table.
Have a seat at the table, so that's my groove. What about you, brother?
Same. Just likewise, bro. You know, really had to dive into what is the purpose of the work that I do, and all has been going well. This year actually was. It was like a revelation, quite frankly, about like how to approach the work world. Like literally right after you graduate college or whatever, or even high school for that matter, like people do need to realize that like you literally have like full runway to do whatever. Like, and I know like people like, you know,
you don't want to be bouncing around.
You don't. But I'm like, one, millennials don't care about that no more, clearly, and then secondly, it's like this world is way too big to think that you matter that much that an employer is going to care that much about how you approach your work
your
career.
dreams,
right? Like, and I really had to realize that. I'm like, I don't like, even if I were to do a career change like you were today, like that is actually more achievable, and quite frankly, I'm sure the success rate is a lot higher because like. You have all the stuff at your disposal to be like great in whatever field, but if you don't resonate with it, you just out there working,
you just clocking in, clocking out.
And I'm like, that's no worse than working a job at Walmart or something like that. Just I mean, no offense to Walmart, you know what I mean, but
it's crazy.
But that's true though. Like, I don't care how much money you make.
Just clocking in and clocking out. That's really what it is.
So the world is your oyster, folks. Like, if you never needed a sign, I'm sure. I've been watching Manifest lately on Netflix.
I've been hearing about that.
It's actually a wild show, but there's a message in there. Like, all things are connected. So if you're seeing this and you needed that boost to get your life together, this is that.
Manifestation.
Manifest.
It's real.
Or my niece would say it's manifest real. Destiny.
It's real.
Whatever that means.
Real,
but speaking of that though, for our sports fans out there, we was chopping up about this before we turned on the camera, bro.
Yeah.
All right. In other news today.
Terrible news.
I mean, correct. It's terrible news.
It's not terrible news.
There was, you know, we love talking football out here. For any football fanatics that want to get on the show, by the way, you come talk to us. Like we'll talk that talk with you. Now. Right, I was about to say we'll talk that talk with you. But Deandre Hopkins, they messed around and made a crazy move.
Not necessarily. I mean,
no, fans. Crazy move. We'll talk about this now, but it's a crazy move because he done signed, what was it, 2-year deal with the Tennessee Titans.
Like I said, I'm not
Tennessee, bro.
I mean, clearly, to be honest, off the two teams that he selected, though, you can't really say. You could tell that's what he was looking for. Listen, I'm a Pats fan. I'm just keeping it real for what it is. I mean, even if he would have came, we're gonna be probably a top 5 better offense, but we're not contending for the Super Bowl. We're just not. We're a playoff contending team, but we're not a legit Super Bowl contender. Like, it's just. And then to have the Tennessee Titans on there, that's a rebuilding team. When I saw us two on his main top 2 list on his visits, like he didn't even take the chance to go visit the Bills, the Chiefs. You know,
I thought he talked with them, but he didn't like have an official visit.
Yeah. Everything, go visit the city. For him not to go do that tell you right off the bat that he like, okay, this is a money thing. This is a money thing. It's kind of like Julio. Not really like Julio, not necessarily, because when he went to the Titans that year, they was really good.
Yeah,
but still, it was one of those instances you can tell the paper is what was on his mind. The paper is where he had on his mind. He's just trying to get there, especially once he saw his boy Odell get that check. He was like, dang, if a dude that ain't played in about 2 years just came off 15 mil, I at least can grant, 18 million. 18 million. That's just come off a sentence. But if I see somebody doing that, and I've been putting up numbers, even though he got suspended, he would have put up great numbers last year, by the way. He definitely would have did that.
Oh, sure.
Definitely would have put some good numbers. But for him to see all that perspective of everything and him being about his numbers and doing this and that and putting up that in stats.
Listen, bro, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm
not
going.
Like I said, it's not the best move for where you probably think it hits.
It's not even that. It's like I don't want because this is what's about to happen, bro. You know, you give the real about the sports insider about. But what's about to happen is this about to go on in the media, right? They about to be like, oh, this is a money move for DeAndre. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know how much money that man done made already in his career? Incentives, contracts.
Yeah.
Like, the Cardinals paid him a ton. Houston obviously done had to pay him a ton to be there. Like, don't tell me it's about the money. Like, he's not hurting. He's not hurting. Endorsements, all of that. He never done got in any serious trouble that done harmed that.
Right.
The man is good on money. So I'm not about to sit here and be like, yeah, bro, the man made money. He don't need it. You on the back end of your career, Beasley. You on the back end of your career.
Some of them don't care.
I know they don't care, but that's why I'm frustrated. Cause I'm like, I don't care who you really like met with, right? Like, I get it. You meet with the folks that's willing to throw the bag at you. If they willing to throw a crazy bag at you, so be it. Go ahead and get your money, right? Do that. But the other piece is if you're not getting some astronomical contract, you're literally winning brings more money than your actual contract does. So being on a winning team, getting on those primetime games, getting the endorsements from being an elite player, all that stuff makes you more money in the long run than your immediate contract does. And that's a fact. Like, Saquon Barkley even done told the media that about how he treats his endorsements versus his contract, right? Hope he get his money too. But I'm actually real pissed at DeAndre for this, because I'm like, bro, you went, like, when he went to the Cardinals, right? That actually, to me, was a good move, because the Cardinals were actually on the ascension. Mm-hmm. And had Kyler panned out to be the player that people thought he could be, then, yeah, like, you were on a Super Bowl contending team right there. Sense. And you was in the NFC. Like, you know, you had a legitimate chance to make it out the top. You had to get past, like, the Rams and the 49ers. Yeah. But we all know that it's one lucky break away and you to the champion. This move right here, the Tennessee Titans are going nowhere. Like, we could do predictions right now, and I would actually be comfortable putting them at third in their own division, let alone in the playoff race for anything.
True. I see where you come from.
So you not about to sit here and tell me that, one, you thought that they gave you a better chance to win, and then two, it was about the money, because you literally got the same money that Odell got. Literally.
Essentially, yeah.
You literally got the same money Odell got. So that means you are on the same level as Odell, who'd have been out for a year off of ACL. Let that sink in for a minute.
Like what you said.
So you're telling me, because like I said, and probably for him, they're going, like I said, the media gonna eat this up. Oh, well, this had to be a money move. Like, no, it's not a money move, because he got the same money. He got the same money as Odell. Yeah. And he better than Odell right now. And healthier.
Yeah, it could be that.
I'm just saying, he's more reliable right now than Odell is. So you didn't get much more money than him. You probably got a longer contract, but that's really a 1-year contract. So you got the same exact money that Odell got.
Hey, it throw you off a little bit, but like I said, you see it from it. I see it from. I can see why he probably did it. Could it be that Vrabel been there? What? I don't know. It's going on 8 years, probably. I think 9 years. You got that. He asked for. He wants a stable coach or GM. The GM is a black dude, an African American dude. Maybe that caught his eye. Like, okay, cool. Maybe I could relate to him a little bit there. Then on top of that, to be quite honest, I know a lot of people writing off the Titans, but if we saw last year with what they had that carousel at QB, Mike Vrabel has shown that he keeps them in contention in all formats. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. We'll see what's going on with the Jags and this and that, but shit. I mean, hell, we saw what happened with the Jags way back then when they was on their ascension, when they had Blake Bortles and all rolling. All of a sudden, it just cut off. Things happen. We don't know about the Colts. We really don't know how that.
That's why I said we could do predictions, but you're not. Listen, you were released. It's not like you were traded.
Yeah, you could.
Which also the Cardinals, you dumb. You are really dumb because you let that man go for nothing. Nothing.
Bad move.
Terrible move. So you're trash. I hope you guys are terrible this year because that was a terrible GM.
They did their thing in the draft, so they get enough haul.
No, I'm not here for that either. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much of a haul you get in terms of picks. If you don't know how to utilize that, you garbage. So you out without Kyler this year. You lose DeAndre Hopkins. You get a bunch of picks. Next year's draft, in my opinion, in terms of quarterback, so you better hope that you get a good quarterback. Is the year to get a decent quarterback.
Next year, definitely.
Next year is the one. So you better get somebody out of there. If you don't, then this was really off or not. So let's just put that on the table. And I'm not about to get too far into that, but y'all are dumb for that. The other piece that I was about to get at is that you, as DeAndre Hopkins, you on the free agency hunt. Like, I wish we did a free agency frenzy segment like we usually do. We'll get back into that. But you had a plethora of options at your disposal. You could have met with anybody that you wanted to. Mm-hmm. You're not going to sit here and tell me that the Titans was your best option. You're not.
It's odd.
You're not, bro. It's really odd, bro. Let's be real. I can, like I said, he's going to be the number one option, right? But what type of primetime games are you about to get? What type of contention are you going to be with the likes of Kansas City, Buffalo Bills, the Bengals, the Ravens, possibly the Jets, the Dolphins? What type of contention are you going to be against? And that's just to name a few. The Jaguars in your own division are right now better than you.
On paper, yes, they are.
So, what type of contention are you going to be in with the addition of a DeAndre Hopkins? Ryan Tannehill is the definition of mid. The definition of mid.
He's above average.
He is a very handsome version of Kirk Cousins. I'm serious. That's it.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is better. Light years better.
And to each his own, right? But at the end of the day, they are the same model to me, bro.
I would say he
very average are going to get you at best a playoff victory, and that is about it. That's about it.
I don't know if I can get Tannehill that one.
That's why. But he's right, and I agree with that. But what I'm saying is that's been your career all this time. Mm-hmm. Literally, that's been your career. Either you've been on a very terrible team, getting all types of stats, or you've been on a contending team that can't get over the hump. This is the last phase of your career, bro. And you're telling me you unwilling to put that out there on the Tennessee Titans? Like, I didn't even want him. I didn't want him going to like the Chiefs or anybody like that, or the Ravens for that matter, or whoever else was in the need of another legitimate wide receiver. But if you make that move, we all know this man's trying to get a ring. That's all it is, and I can respect that. I actually can respect that. Yeah. You're literally making a lateral move. This like going to work at McDonald's as a cashier, and you want to get put back to the fryer. Wow. That's exactly what that is. You are making a lateral move. Wow. That's a lateral move, bro.
Yeah, like I said, it's an odd move. It really is. I mean, based on what you would think, but this is what we would think that a 33-year-old wide receiver would want. All right, dog, you probably at most got 2 years, 3 years left in the tank.
What is he, 30, 31?
He's 33.
33?
I think he's 32, 33.
I done shortchanged that man.
I believe so. Fact check me on that one. You have to fact check me.
Look, I can do it right now, bro. It don't even matter.
Look that up. I don't want to be wrong, but I know he like early 30s. He early 30s. But I mean, you hear it, you just like, man, why even go there to do that?
31.
He's 31. So he'll be 32 this year. So, man, you got 32. Usually this is where you start to see some of them die off and some wide receivers pale off. But, I mean, it's hard to really say, like, man, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe Mike Vrabel has laid out a plan for him to see how this is going to go. I don't know. Maybe he just liked what everything was going on there. Maybe he talked to Ryan Tannehill. I really don't know. I would love to know. I'd love to hear him talk. I can't wait to hear him speak on like why he went now. Is he gonna say some politically correct things? Yeah, he is.
Sure.
Hey, Ryan Tannehill's, he's just a great guy, does a great job of this and that. One thing I will say he is gonna mention, and I'm be like, okay, that kind of adds into why I can see why he really wanted to go there. It's because of the run game. They are a run dependent team. He gonna look. One of the reasons why I think he wanted to play with Dalvin Cook is because he knew that Dalvin Cook was that elite running back that can help put 8 in the box, and that's where he usually likes to thrive. Yeah. He thrives across the middle of the field. Like that's his bread and butter. So now you're gonna have 8 in the box with Derrick Henry. He looking at it as, I know I'm gonna eat across the middle. Once again, that sounds like you just worry about getting yours off, brother. That just sounds like you getting yours. Which
none of this is adding to his case right now. By the way.
I think that's what he want, man. That's what he want,
bro. And I get that. I actually get that.
You want to get his off?
You're right. If you're going to do that, like I said, it's different if you get traded into a situation.
Yeah, no, you're right. He chose.
You chose. It's not like the Tennessee Titans are this team that throws the ball legitimately anyway.
Yeah, but that's what probably attracted him. Like, ooh.
Bro, it probably attracted him because, to your point, the rest of their wide receivers are garbage.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully Treylon Burks ends up being like what they expect him to be.
They got a they got a good tight end. They got a good young tight end.
Yeah. Outside, unless your name is Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, nobody cares.
Their receiver core ain't that.
So you go there to a team that doesn't like to throw the ball because their quarterback can't throw the ball. You're okay. Better yet, let me say this because I know we're gonna have to wrap it up here soon. But you're a free agent. Granted, you weren't going to play with Kyler this year, or at least not for long because he's out with an ACL.
Yeah.
I get that. You would think that, as a free agent, we just talked about this, bro. You make moves based on your purpose in life, bro. Okay? And so, if a situation you only move into a situation because you feel like that situation is better for you. Mm-hmm. In no world, even if Kyler played today, because Tannehill may be better than whoever the backup is over there for the Cardinals. This is literally a downgrade because I think Kyler's better than Ryan Tannehill.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah, absolutely.
So you chose. This is like Kyrie leaving to play with the Celtics when he made his first move.
Yeah, a young team at the time.
Correct. You went from playing with a proven veteran that got you an actual championship to moving to a team where you thought could win a championship, but you thought you was going to be the guy. Yeah. That's not going to happen, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm putting them third. I can see him. I'm putting them third. I think Anthony Richardson is going to be a lot better than people think, and they are going to, with him and Jonathan Taylor, I think they're gonna bring hell upon the league.
Man, I guess I gotta get hit. I gotta get more hip. I just don't see. I see him being good, but I'm honestly gonna give him his first 2 years. He's not gonna be. Anthony Richardson. I just feel like I understand what they saw Jalen Hurts was doing, but I don't think people saw how good Jalen Hurts really could throw the ball when he got with Lincoln Riley.
Sure.
I've got to watch. I got really caught into the A-Rich hype because they were saying he like Cam Newton, he like this and that. So
I'm not gonna say all that.
I watched his first 2 games of the year. He did okay against Utah, but Utah damn good. That's a good team.
Sure.
But then his next few games, I started watching. I said, bro, he might be overrated. It might be a little overhyped. I understand though. You see a brother that size run a 4.4, 4.3. You get it. I get it. You get excited. You see a brother that can throw 70 yards. I've seen a lot of brothers throw 70 yards off nothing like that, and we saw how long that
don't translate.
Don't translate.
Right.
But I get it. From athletic potential, I can see it. But for me, after how I saw he had to throw the ball and be accurate.
Well, and I ain't gonna pivot too much off of the shot. But the reason why I say that is because, and I know we about to get on a tangent, but
I know.
But I think they're going to be really good because you're right. I saw the same thing. Like even when he was at Florida and then he had all those spectacular highlights. Those games typically. What you
were saying though about him and JT, that I agree.
It's crazy.
That I agree.
If he can run, he can throw the bomb, which we know Michael Pittman Jr. is a dog with the deep ball, and on top of that, with they let who was the other guy? There we go. Did they let him go though? Right,
play for the Giants.
Well, so they don't have him.
They got Alec Pierce, who's very fast,
and he's a possession receiver in my opinion. But they'll be fine in that regard because, like I said, they're going to force people up in the box. He can throw the deep ball. If nothing else, he definitely struggles like in the intermediate stuff, but he can throw the deep ball, and I think that's exactly what they want. I can see him. But I think they're going to catch people off guard. I don't think their schedule's crazy, so that's why I'm giving them the edge. The Titans, on the other hand, everybody's going to get your best shot because you got Derrick Henry.
And you honestly have what they say is one of the top 5. I would probably say top 5 coach in the NFL.
Who's up there? You would put
in top 5 coaching in the NFL
Andy,
right now. You gotta put Andy,
Bill, Tomlin.
Top 5 coaches in the
Would
NFL.
you put or no? You would put your boy Kyle Shanahan.
You gotta put Kyle Shanahan. You gotta put McVay.
McVay is up in the air, but you would have McVay up there.
It's a toss up between McVay and Vrabel because Vrabel 6.
Well, yeah. So yeah, he at least he's up in the top percentile.
So you got them too. Yeah. So you have them. So everybody, yes, you absolutely right. They're gonna be trying to gun for Vrabel to be like, oh, okay. Because at the end of the day, Vrabel gonna have his team preprepared. I've listened to a ton of different podcasts of how he do things. I'm like, oh, okay. He clearly, and it shows. I mean, they won 7 games last week where I had no idea he was gonna win that.
Yeah. And
he kept on right in it. So you're gonna have him prepared. So they're gonna try to get everything they can at him. How that gonna come out? I honestly, really, I don't know, bruh. They line's terrible.
I'm telling you, bruh.
They line is terrible. Only thing I can say or why they will have somewhat of a competitive year is their defense. Their defense actually is trending in the right direction.
But we done seen this. We done seen this story before, bruh. Any team that is banking on their defense being their bread and butter in the year,
scary.
Absolutely are either they fail miserably or they end up being mediocre at best. This come from a Steelers fan last year that's who we thought that we was like, oh man, we're gonna be up there and then you end up the year 9-8 and you miss the playoffs. Like defense is not the same as it used to be back in the day. Like
don't hold as much weight.
It don't hold that much weight, unfortunately.
It contains it, but you need that one guy when it come down to it who gonna scramble out the pocket.
You need a complementary offense. That offense may complement that defense. But at the end of the day, you need to put up points. Right.
I mean, when Brock Purdy...
But they're creative, though.
Yeah, when Brock Purdy was in and he was putting it where it needed to be, and the defense did they did, boom, there you go.
Bro, there's nothing creative about the Titans scheme. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like, bro, you're 31. You're one injury away from being irrelevant. You're one injury away, bro. I'm serious. I'm not saying his numbers are what makes him irrelevant. But what I'm saying is the minute that an injury hampers you, nobody's going to want an old 32-year-old injury riddled. You know what I mean? So you're one injury away from becoming irrelevant, and you're going to put your trust in that. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, anybody can argue with me about this because I'm stuck on my hill on this, bro. But that's trash. That's trash. It's real trash to him, and I want it better for him.
He could have been with Big Daddy Bill and the boys, but whatever.
That would even made sense.
He's a bum.
To me, that would have even made a little bit more sense than because they need him over there to compete with those guys over there. It's like that makes sense. But what I do get about that situation that he probably didn't want to go back with Bill O'Brien after what he experienced over in Houston. But still, nonetheless, I'm like, you went from one Patriot
why
hater.
Go visit? I heard people say that too. I'm like, why go visit then? You know,
I know.
That's the only thing.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I heard people.
That's
say
what I'm saying.
Like, oh well, he's not gonna go there. This and that. Then why did he schedule a visit? He had to meet with Bill O'Brien. He has to.
They said that,
and he was there for 2 days.
That's why I said it was probably they were like, oh well, he visited because it's about the money. It's not about the money. You're good enough to get whatever the market dictates.
If anything, it's definitely about him being the guy. Like he didn't want to go to the Bills.
Thank you.
He definitely didn't want to go to the Bills to be like, oh, I'm gonna be second fiddle to Stephon Diggs. Now he still want to be like, hey, when I'm dude, you throw me the ball. You got.
And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, just let your play dictate that, bro. Let your play dictate that.
Once again, that one I will agree with because you gotta come to a point in your life where you gotta ask yourself, all right, like I said, is it bigger than me? All right, I know. I mean, he done dominated for the past 9-10 years about everything on his stats and everything like that. You gotta look at yourself like, man, you know what? My stats is right there. I've showed what I can do. Maybe it's time for me to take this number 2 spot. And I gotta have somebody compliment me.
Who are your top all time wide receivers right now? Like
all-time wide receivers? Or the wide receivers in the NFL like right now.
No, just all time. Who would
top 10?
No, just 5? Do 5. Just do 5.
Jay Rice.
Sure.
You gotta go Jay Rice.
Right.
Randy Moss.
Right.
Yeah. Terrell Owens.
Right.
4. Ooh. Man.
By the way, there's no wrong answer. I have a reason for asking you.
Honestly, I'll go AB. AB is
okay.
fair.
That's fine.
Top 5, man. That fifth spot. Oh man. All time. Man, you just threw me through a loop, man. All time. I mean, honestly, Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, out of what 2? Did T.O. end up getting a ring? No, T.O. ain't end up getting a ring. Okay. So 2 of the 3 of those folks got a ring. That and for AB's sake, like he had his career could have been much longer than what he. But it's probably going to be undoubted. He's going to be one of the top receivers of all time because he had that added ring. Because like I said, he didn't have the long career like Randy Moss or T.O. for that matter. Or even Jerry, like Jerry's on a class of his own.
Of his own.
Right, but DeAndre Hopkins could easily go down as one of the best ever in the game. But the reason why nobody's probably going to talk about him like that is he's fallen into a very like Calvin Johnson-esque realm here. Like you've been on a team or teams that have been so irrelevant in your career. You have the opportunity finally to be on a relevant team to potentially get a ring and showcase your talent on the big stage, and you choose the Tennessee Titans. I'm sorry, bro. The minute I heard this news, bro, I was like, I can't root for that. I cannot root for that, bro.
It's crazy.
I cannot root for that.
But you know what, brother? That's his life. He has
exactly. It's his life, and you gonna do. But listen, this is why we on podcast because we get to talk when we talk, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Like Wesley being real nice about it right now, but I can't do it, bro, because it makes no sense to me. There's no sense to make a lateral move like that if you have the option of changing your situation.
Trust me, I feel you. It's weird. I probably would have went it differently, but like I said, as you get through this thing in life, and especially in sports, you're gonna start to realize some people really do.
Y'all just play the game.
There really is some people that really do only care about what they get to bring to the table. Like they just they thrive on that. They thrive on that. Like, and you know what? When you look at DeAndre Hopkins' career, you get it. Kind of like he just fell in love with it because he's been that ever since he's been there. He got the Houston as a rookie. He was the best one on the team from his whole time being there. He was the guy the whole time. He get to the Cardinals, the guy, and it's just like for some dudes. Especially as the wide receiver position, as a former wide receiver, I know how it is. It's a lot of divas on that side of the ball. It's a lot of brothers over there that ain't trying to be like, you know what? You go ahead. You be second. I'll be second fiddle today. You ain't gonna really get a lot of wide receivers speaking on that, which is crazy to me because at a point in time, you gotta really look yourself in the face and be like, man, I'm 31. I did this and that. I've done that. But I had to do it like that. Like, honestly, I wish he honestly would go holler at Andre Johnson because I guarantee you, he was to talk to Andre Johnson right now. I just feel like, now I don't know. This is just me thinking. Knowing, seeing how he would, I just feel like maybe Andre Johnson would be like, hell yeah, I'd have loved to have a number 2 like you or another wide receiver in my room when I was like that when I was there so we can at least take the load off me. Like, yeah, I put up the numbers, but hell, you'd have made my job easier or we just would have been winning.
My boy.
We'd have been winning.
Who is to say that he would have been playing second fiddle anyway?
Look at Joe Burrow. I mean, look at T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
But I know that, and I get that. But those are 2 young bulls playing together,
which is rare.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Be like,
so
it's gotta
that dynamic in itself is completely different. Who is to say that on whatever team he chose, one, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that he couldn't have made some type of money like that. I mean, maybe he couldn't, but.
I would have.
The same thing, bro. The Chiefs. Who was the best receiver on the Chiefs right now?
That's why that team I will give. I'm not surprised, but I think they said they was so below the cap that they was gonna have to offer him like it was gonna be a very low.
They were going to have to package it all in incentives. That's
all. It was gonna be a very low number. Like it would have probably been like what Juju signed, like $8 million, $7 million deal.
My boy,
he not trying to hear that.
I listen. I don't know contracts like that. Listen, Josh, and if you want to come on here and talk, like, let us know how these contracts work. Please, shout out to Down to the Wire, by the way. Y'all still doing y'all thing out there.
Yeah,
go check them out. But I don't know how these contracts work for, like, you know, from the actual details and the wording of it all. But what I can tell you is this: these GMs make these contracts work however they need them to work to get you on their team. So if they gotta all load that either in a signing bonus or if they gotta front load it all in incentives that are easy to obtain, it can be done. Like any incentive that they put in, and plus the incentives that he can get from being in off-season contention.
Trust me, it's
okay. So off-season contention. You're not going to tell me anything that they offered. They offered you a 2-year contract, which is a 1-year contract, because I'm sure after the first year there's going to be some type of amendment, right? Yeah. So it's really a 1-year contract, same like Odell. You got for $15 million. So you literally did a lateral move, bro. You're not proving your contract didn't prove that you were the best in the league, even though you probably deserve to get the recognition of being recognized as one of the best in the league. So you literally did a lateral move. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, we can sit here and talk all the time about this. Listen, I know you're gonna be nice about it and you're gonna be understanding about it, which I can appreciate. It sucks. It sucks.
It definitely throw you off a little bit from
bro,
what you think.
The move sucks.
A 31-year-old wide receiver, you would be like, you at least try to figure out how you get to the Bills at least. Like they even said they would look
the Bills, anybody else that has legitimate contention. I don't even care if you decided to go to a team like Detroit or something. Like they got a legitimate chance of winning that division, and you can still be the guy. Like just go to a team that actually has the legitimate contention of getting to the championship game. Like I'm telling you right now, I am fearful that they don't even make it to the playoffs.
Oh, it's a good chance. It's a good chance. Like I said, I don't want to write Braves off, but it's a good chance.
In a year where there is expanded playoff teams, you might not even get to the playoffs, Beasley. So it's all going to be for naught, and you just wasted a year.
Second year might be rolling in with a rookie QB.
It might happen this year. Tannehill he's already been on the hot seat, so I'm like, well, whatever, man. Well, listen, y'all let us know how y'all feel about that. Because
I'm get your paper, man.
I'm not, hey, bro, paper, you man. Got millions, bro. I'm not going.
Get your paper.
But y'all let us know how y'all feel about that. Last but not least, because we're not gonna spend too much time on this. I did want to this is not football related, but I did feel like this is on my heart to say. So. There's a lot been talked about in terms of like men's mental health. I know I personally done had a recent bout just struggling. Like there's a lot that get put on men and women's shoulders. But I really want to say this for my brothers and sisters out there, because unfortunately I've been seeing this on and I'm sure you've been seeing it too. There's a lot of people getting on podcasts these days, a lot. And it's great, have your voice.
It ain't great, brother.
I know it's not, but I love the fact that people's voices are being. There's a diversity in thought across, but
some of it.
But to your point though, it's some weirdos out here because there's a lot of podcasts these days that talk about relationships and stuff like that.
Everybody got the answers,
and everybody got the answer.
Stay off
first, thank you. Please. I just want to say that because black women and men, we already deal with a ton that a lot of this country doesn't even have to worry about on a regular day life. Please do not make your focus and your commentary on what black men are supposed to be to black women, and black women's what they supposed to be black men.
How you supposed to go in a relation? How you supposed to talk to somebody?
Bro, can we not add an additional hurdle to ourselves, please? I've been hearing that, and especially for our men out there, because like I said, I done had a recent battle dealing with some mental issues, and I had to talk to my wife about it, but I'm like, we are literally all we got. We're literally all we got, and ain't nobody
we already getting divided.
Ain't nobody gonna understand your struggle like the person that looks like you. Ain't nobody. So rather than y'all trying to talk about what a man is supposed to be to a woman, what's a woman supposed to, Like, how about appealing to the people that actually understand you?
Look at the
and
green
y'all figure
flags.
it out from there.
Man, look, go check out the green flags. Like, look at, like, as y'all say, the green flag. Like, look at what helps get y'all compatible and, like, learn how to compromise and learn how to just really work as one. Because when you learn to work as one, that's really when life starts to take off, when y'all both really do get blessed. When y'all just be slowly learning to work as one instead of being like, oh, well, you know, this is the role that she need to do, or this is the role. Bro, there is no role. Everybody supposed to just do something. Do something
Right.
what you need to do to take care of the house. Do something you need to do to take care of the relationship. Don't be like, well, that's her job. Like, no. When you in a relationship, bro, it's both our job. It's just a matter of who ready to take care of what, and then you help educate that person to learn how to do this and that, and y'all become better in that one moment. Like, it's not no one side or the other. Because then y'all going to start picking and choosing and going off each other about, oh, well, you need to do that today, or you need to do this. And it's like, no. You do it, or no, she'll do it. But that's how it is. You're a partnership. You're a partnership. This isn't no one-sided thing. That's your partner. That's your homie. That's your best friend. It's just, man, brother. I listen.
You done heard it.
I heard it. I'll see it on TikTok where I'm like, bro, what makes I done talked to my fiance about it. Where I just would be like, you know, what makes this person so like? What makes their opinion so much like hold so much weight to be like, oh yeah, that's right. That makes sense. How would you know? That's not your relationship. You don't know what they do at home. You're just going off what he's telling you on the podcast. He probably could be just saying that just so you know. You could just think everything going this way. He could be making it up for the views. You don't know. You gotta do what's right for you.
Golly, bro.
Look yourself in the face and do right by you, your own self. See, pay attention to what works for your relationship.
I just want to say, like, don't be trying to offload your insecurities of, like, why you can or cannot keep, like, you know, a spouse in your life by trying to justify it through social media. Like, for real. Because that's exactly what happens these days. Like, everybody's like, oh, this is why I ain't never going to get married.
That's what they say on TikTok.
I'm like, because y'all be... I'm like, one, the algorithm is a beast. It's only going to show you stuff that you constantly interact with. So if that's what you constantly seeing, one, reality check.
That's what you're going to see.
And that's exactly... So, by the way, if you didn't realize how the algorithm worked, there you go. But, yeah, please stop. Like, please stop. Please stop. We got enough on your plate. Like, black women already get a ton of backlash on the workplace, in the education world, because they always are out there trying to
professional
update.
Life,
right.
Man,
so
it's so much.
So I'm like, men, please don't add additional stress on their shoulders by trying to say like, oh, you know, she need to respect. Well, she probably does respect you. But you done made this like
making it hard on you.
Yeah, I'm like, you done created a barrier. And likewise for the women, like we are not against each other. And I don't know who started that narrative of that we are against each other, but I just wanted to say that because I'm like, I'm sure somebody needs to hear that. Like, if you decide you don't want to be married, then fine. Like, nobody's judging you for that. But if you do want to be married, or if you want to be in a relationship, a committed one,
your way.
Do it your way.
Do it your way.
And just figure it out from there, bro.
Figure it out from there.
Like, don't y'all be adding additional like mental stresses on y'all based on
everything now. And I get it though. I hear it. I mean, I get it to a degree, man. This economy ain't making it no better, especially from a money thing.
They not, bro.
You know. I've been talking to so many different people about that. You know, we ain't never been the type to be worried about money, but in this economy, you low key got to now. You got to a little bit, but don't be saying, well, you know, you got to make this, you got to make that, or she got to make this. And like, bro, first of all, we
precursors
29 and 28, 20. And then the stuff I am hearing is from these kids is like 22, 23, 24, 25, bro. I understand.
Your life ain't even started yet, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I understand. We got all the viral things. So you think if you go viral here soon, you should be making this amount of money here soon. That's just not how it works, though.
It don't.
Just because you see other people going viral, it's at the end of the day, if something is meant for you, it's gonna happen.
Facts.
No matter how hard you work for it, it's meant for you. Some people just ain't meant to be viral. It's not. Some people just meant to be the doctor. Some people meant to just be the lawyer or the other person that's behind the scenes doing whatever. And like that's just what it is. That's maybe your purpose though. You can still make it a purposeful thing. You can go be the best doctor you can and then get it popping on TikTok and spread news and do that. You can do that. if you like to do that. But if you trying to be the one that go interview people or do the little pranks and stuff like that, and it ain't paying out, brother, you might have to take that look in your face, like, you know what, this might not be for me.
This ain't for me, bro.
But don't be, and like I said, then don't be looking to add in stuff from social media, like, oh, well, social media told me this the perfect man if he got this followers or that followers, and same thing for women. I mean, for dudes, if a woman got this and that don't mean she. No, bro, that's not how it go.
It don't.
That's not how it go, bro. That's not how it go. Just because social media said this is how women should act, and she not doing that, bro. That's because you heard it from some other dude in a different life. And like I said, like I just said, he might be doing it just for the views. He just saying all that for the views. He probably don't even live like that.
What was his name? Jackson something? What was his name? Jack. There was a dude that did that for real. His name was like Jackson something. I thought he was a black dude.
There's so many different things on there. I don't.
He was like a relationship guru, and then he got caught cheating on his wife.
Oh, Derek Jackson.
There we go, Derek Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's all you need to know, man. Like, social media is not living the life that you think that it's living. I mean that like legitimately. Like the people that are on there are not giving
really
you
the streamers that be getting.
I'm seriously, like, bro. Like they are not showing you
seeing them streamers
what you think you need to be seeing.
All you do is stream and just do stupid stuff on there. I said, bro,
that's crazy work, bro.
Yeah, you don't know what all he did to get to that level, bro. And y'all probably not willing to do it.
Oh no,
y'all just think it looked like that. I just set up my camera, I do this and that. Nah, bro.
I'll just let you know that life and days go on. By the way, so
definitely
just because you see a snippet on social media, life don't stay in that moment. Like you still gotta, wake up next day, brush your teeth, wash your face,
have a plan,
like all of that. So
and you gotta work.
That's what I'm saying. So if your mindset ain't up to par to be in a relationship, I just say that don't be in one. But don't, like I said, don't be offloading your insecurities on the social media,
because that's the easy way.
Yeah, bro, don't do that. Like you already got enough working against you in life. Like, please don't give yourself another one, bro. Go touch some grass. Breathe some fresh air.
In this day and
go swimming.
Definitely do it. Get outside.
Come on, man.
Go look around. Go look at look at the moment now. Like look at where your feet are right now. Pay attention to the present.
For sure, man. So yeah, I mean that's the last thing that we gonna chime into. Like I said, man, we had to just up and start it again, y'all. Who knows? We may have episodes coming frequently, maybe infrequently. Who knows? But for those that have been waiting for us to get on the podcast, here we are. And we've been waiting to get back anyway. So like I said, we appreciate y'all for at least holding us accountable. We didn't realize that people was listening like that. We really started this. We really did start this on like, it wasn't a joke or nothing, but we was like, hey man, you want to start a podcast?
We're just bored.
Right. It was like so we appreciate y'all for actually liking it. So so yeah, we will, I guess, tune in again. And if y'all got something that y'all want us to talk about, if y'all want to be a guest, whatever, we can make that happen as well.
Topics. Y'all need, man.
Y'all are we in this together, man. So y'all feed us the content. We'll spit it back out. We'll spit it back to y'all, with y'all, however you need it. But we moving a little differently inside the locker room. So
definitely gonna tackle it a different level.
Oh, a lot. Very different. Very different. And that's probably for the better, by the way. Probably for the better.
Sure that.
So we appreciate y'all. As for myself, I'm your main man Mose.
Your boy Wes.
And this is another episode of Inside the Locker Room.
Peace.